But how do you actually expand your offering in a way that works, gets you set up, and makes so that you're selling something or that you're providing something to these new audiences that actually clicks? First of all, we have to accommodate the new audiences, and they have different values to our traditional gamer audience. So their main values, which I have here on the slide, are social engagement. So as a hobby, gaming is much more about hanging out with your friends now than it used to be, now that it's so easy to game online with other people. Secondly, self-expression is super important, and creation, which Jordan already sort of touched on this before, but people want to be able to express themselves both in games and also in their gaming spaces. We've seen like a huge increase in how important it is for people to have the right kind of peripherals and the right kind of setup that they game in. And finally, as opposed to the past where we would see competition and escapism as major factors or major sort of important features of gaming, Gen Z are much more interested in relaxation and comfort and these social experiences. So keep that in mind and think about how this integrates with your brand and with your offering, or whether you need to tweak something. And we'll go through an example in a second as well. Okay, so first of all, the other thing that you need to do is to do your research. So what gaming persona are you going after? The market's too broad to go after everybody. So when you're going to start, it's important to know, okay, our brand, our product, this is for these guys, and start to build from there. So where does your business currently stand with this audience? These are things that you can do tests to figure out. Newzoo, or there are other brands like Newzoo as well, but Newzoo is the one I recommend. You can go to them and they can tell you a whole bunch of stuff as well. The other thing you want to do is create value for your new audience. So whether you sell games or you sell products or peripherals or you sell a service, make sure you're actually doing what appeals to the new market and their needs, which I touched on before. And then finally, once you have everything ready, it's time to learn where you succeeded and where you failed. So do surveys, do A/B testing. If you're doing paid media, use social listening tools to sort of see how people are responding to what you're doing. It's super important to get these insights and drive forward based on what you've learned as you go.